Yo, 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 welcome to the ARL League, round 2 at Oulton Park. Here we go then. I wonder how many times I'm going to say that whilst commentating over this. It's post-com, I'm all for it, but I'm just going to fucking give it a go. This is us leaving the garage for the first time. I did join a little bit late. Yeah, we're doing a couple high fuel run laps, maybe 2 I think I do in the end, 2 high fuel run laps, and then I think I try and do a low fuel run. I actually pre-rendered this, so there's a lot of splits and cuts here that I can't see. But yeah, that there was just like a little bit of contact onto our first, I guess, proper lap. But yeah, no, this is my first sort of league, not weekend, but sort of, you know, league night, I suppose you call it. 15 minutes practice, 15 quali, and then 30-minute race, sorry. So, you know, I was a little nervous. I had to actually buy the DLC 2 days before. I'd raced on Park before, I think on this channel on iRacing in the Mazda MX-5 Cup cars. But yeah, not actually in the GT3 cars. We went for the BMW M4 2022 GT3 just because it's pretty nice over the curbs and I just felt quite comfortable driving it. That curb there, that's not a fun curb if you hit that wrong. But yeah, so I think right now we're just, like I say, doing a couple high fuel runs just to see what sort of laps we can put in. Get ready for quali basically. Yeah. This part of the track here, right here, is always a bit of a bastard, to be honest with you. It's you know, the braking line or braking zone ain't easy, and it's not very clear, and it's really easy to overshoot as well. It's coming up to our second lap of free practice. We did a 1:36.6. Wasn't too bad. We have skipped a lap. Oh no, this is just us going off. Just pushed it a little bit too hard through there, and yeah, caused myself to go off a little bit. So yeah, this is coming out of the pits now on low fuel. So we put about 10 litres in. Yeah, just, I mean, you know, the 2 days prior, we were in practice. We were doing sort of 1:34.7s. I think my exact best lap was a 1:34.792. So here we go then. This is the lap. We've only got 1 lap to do it as well. 1 lap or 1 practice lap on low fuel. We're a 10th up through T1. 2 cars ahead. One's gone in a little bit deep, so he's going to have a poor run out of here. Luckily, I think he backs off. Yep, backs off for us. So now it's catching the Ferrari, and I think he's slowed us down. Yeah, there we go. Just lost all the time there. This is actually the end of that same lap. I just wanted to whack this in. Not to call him out, of course, but he leaves the track, rejoins, bang. Takes us out. Obviously it's practice, so it's you know, no damage done there, but yeah. So I think we're whacking a little bit extra fuel in just so we can get do an extra lap or so, just in case we get stuck behind traffic. We don't have to box in every 2 laps. Wanted to get out as early as possible for qualifying, so I had a bit of track position, but we still were quite a few cars behind. We were behind quite a few cars. Another thing to note here as well, I didn't want to be, you know, on this Nissan's ass the whole way through this lap, because well, as you'll see now, you know, I'm trying to back up, give each other some room for our quali laps, and then this 720S thinks, nah, mate. That's alright, I don't give a fuck. But then the Nissan goes off, and then the McLaren runs in deep also. So pretty much the space given was kind of pointless there, but or what I tried to achieve was kind of pointless. But here we are then, first quali lap. Little bit sketchy over the curb. I think the rear. I don't know what happened. I think we attacked the front, the entry curb a bit too hard, and that just caused the rear to slip on the sort of exit curb. Yeah. So this is just sort of a banker lap to see what we can do. Nothing too quick, but just sort of give ourselves a delta and a reference point. I think it's important. I personally drive quicker when against the delta. So this is also a tricky one here. Like I said earlier, that curb, that inside curb is you hit it wrong. It's a nightmare. I mean, I tried to race in one of the Porsches on this track, and I just couldn't. With the curbs, it just didn't really feel great. To be honest, I'm quite an aggressive driver, so I do like to attack the curbs as much as possible and use the track and some. Here I'm thinking, fuck, there's a guy ahead, but luckily I think he stays out the way for the most part, or he's a little bit too far ahead. There we go. Yeah, get the car around through there. It's sort of a slow in, fast out sort of one, but if you get it right, you can kind of go fast all round. Nice and tight to that curb as well. Little wiggle on the way out, but it's all right. So that was our first lap then, a 1:36.4. That puts us currently P3. We definitely know we can go about 1.5 seconds quicker than that, or 1.6 seconds quicker, something like that. So I'm not, or 1.4, I don't know. Not too worried about that. We're already 3 temps up through T1, T2. Do we, yep, just overtake the Aston. Nice. I don't know if we touched here. I didn't feel anything. I didn't receive a penalty for touching. So to that man, if we did touch, I apologise. But yeah, this curb, that section there, I always struggled on iRacing. Yeah, we've gone off. Now I'm thinking there's the Aston Martin behind. Tried to lock up, went full. You saw the full lock left. This is me on low fuel. No, even less fuel actually. I put even less fuel in the car. And I forgot about cold brakes and cold tyres, so yeah, we went pretty far off. At the start of I think it's my, like second, third proper lap. Well, it says lap 3, so the third proper lap. We are, going green. Really nice exit actually, that's 2 temps through T1. About 4 temps through T3, we've gone a bit wide. And that's the lap done. Just like that, you go off, and the lap basically means nothing at that point. I go to engine map 8 to try and save some fuel, and yeah, that's it. Go off. So we went back to the pits and we're trying again. The blue flag, let some of the faster guys through whilst on the quick lap. Last thing I want to do is sort of get in the way of them, so we let them through on our out lap. 6 minutes to go, 6 minutes 21 to go. And of course on my lap, about to start my hot lap, my quick lap, and I get traffic, 2 cars. What more could you like? I mean, it's going to happen, of course, it's unintentional. I try and pick my way through, but that already puts us 5 temps down. Basically before the lap's really even started. I did fight back. As you can see, I got 10 temps. Come back through 8 thousandths. There's a temp. Sorry, not 10 temps, a tenth. And then, yeah, invalidated just like that. Wiggled the wheel in a bit of frustration. So, 4th lap, or coming up to lap 5 now. We haven't really had very many good laps. This one is a decent lap, I think, if I can remember rightly. It wasn't a bad lap. Just gotta swing around, stay nice and tight to the curb. Maximise your pace out of it. A lot of yellow flags as well were shown over the course of well, practice quali and the race, as we'll soon find out. But yeah, 8 temps up now, 9 temps nearly. So this is going to be a huge improvement. We're currently, yeah, P14 1.9 off the pace. So if we can get this lap in, yeah, it should put us a little bit further up the grid. And I definitely learned after this sort of race experience that you want to be as high as possible, because it's not. I usually play F1, F1 sort of game, so well, yeah, the Codemasters F1 game, and it's a lot easier to overtake. Obviously, you got your DRS, and you know, it's just a little bit easier. The mistakes are more costly, I feel, in F1. Whereas this, it's a lot harder. You don't have the DRS, you don't have the ERS modes and stuff, so it is a bit harder. That was a good lap. That was a 1:35.8. So we'll be looking to improve upon that even more this lap. This is our pretty much our last lap as well. I don't think we can squeeze another one in. We're actually losing time out of T2. But, no, I have confidence. I also just know that I do improve. Well, potentially improve massively. Yeah, 2 temps up through there. Gaining time, still gaining time. The delta is kind of flicking, but I think we are on the rise. Really nice into here. We gained about 3 temps coming out of here. Not sure how. Yellow flag. Car was pulled off to the side, I think. Late on the brakes. I don't actually know what the corners are called. I only raced it for 2 days, so yeah, not too much experience. Better exit there as well. Let's put us 8 temps up, 9 temps up now. 45 seconds to go. This is our last lap as well. We've only got one lap worth of fuel left, and yeah, let's just, you know, that we were on for a 1:34.8 there, and we just pushed too hard, basically. And then we cocked it up there, but coming through there, we were about 1.1 up. So, it's a shame, but P9 it is for the race. This is me just sort of saying I could have been about P4. Yeah, not quite this time. The music you can hear is a Twitch non-copyright on Spotify. Just whacked it on. Just have a little bit of music. But yeah, we've got the race starting 3 seconds. I think I overfueled the car, 58.9 litres in, I think that is, or 58 litres. Yeah, 58 litres. Definitely, in hindsight, didn't need that much. But, you know, it's fine. We're just, you know, raring to go. I'm really nervous at this point, actually. First proper race. I didn't want to be that guy to cause accidents or cause a massive pile up at the start. So I'm just trying to follow what it's telling me to do. Keep right, stay within sort of the green margins. And then this was also risky. I did go over a couple times, or yeah, there we go. There it is again. It's just trying to find that sort of brake thing, pedal management. Throttle management. Anyway, here we go. Cold tyres, cold brakes, nearly crashed into my man in front. But I think we've lost a position, just the one, so we're currently sitting P10 right now. The S720S behind us had a little look, but not quite. Still trying to get a bit of temp into the tyres. The brakes are still pretty cool, so we're going to, I think, downshift twice. Yeah, usually I just downshift once. The Mercedes on the right has gone off. He's just pushed it too hard. There was room there. He just, you know, made a mistake, which is we all do. So that's absolutely fine. So yeah, now I'm just thinking, right, let's settle into a rhythm and just not fuck it up, basically. I was, yeah, already stripping with sweat at this point. I don't know why, you know. There's a Jimmy Broadbent quote, and it's, you know, the cars ain't necessarily real, but the race between me and my fellow drivers is very much real. You know, they want to beat me, I want to beat them, kind of thing. But This is an amateur league, so we're all here really just to try and get better and try and become cleaner drivers. So mistakes are going to happen for everyone. I did have a little look up on the inside here, but I thought I'd be patient, and that was well worth, because if you look behind the 720S, it actually gets caught out behind the Audi that went off. So it was a good job that I followed this AMG through. I did have a little look on the inside here as well, and just didn't go for it. Thought, no, again, I don't want to be that guy to cause the issues. So we'll just stay in our line. It's really bumpy down there actually, especially in the Porsches as well. I found when I was trying to practice in the Porsche, the car would just swing out, and I just couldn't really get to grips with it too well. The AMG has been sucked onto the Greenland, so bye bye for him. I think he actually went wide through there. I think 2 cars have gone quite wide through that little corner there. It's a tricky corner to get right for sure. So here we are. We are in P6 right now. P6 in my first league race. How does that sound? Sounds pretty damn good. I did before say I wouldn't mind a top 10. I'd be happy with a top 10. But whether we can get that or not, I think so. Yeah, just trying to catch the pack now, catch the front guys. They are all pretty quick. I think they were definitely doing low 35s, 135s, sort of mid 35s consistently. Whereas, yeah, I was sort of doing 136s, low 36s, I think, majority of the time. Go a little bit wide here, but it's alright. It's alright. We're still within the track limits, so, you know, not too worried about that. Did happen a couple times where I thought I'm screwed here. But yeah, a little bit of scrapping going on ahead as we skip through to sort of sector, or 2.5 sectors, or half a sector. No, it's 2.5 in it. Through lap 2. There, I think I was catching because of their scrapping. But we're going to improve this lap by 4 tenths, 4.5 tenths. Again, trying to keep it real clean. And so the McLaren, or I'm not really sure what that was, up ahead, I think he just caught the curb. And then another accident where the Pirelli sign's gone flying. But I think the first guy that went off got sucked into the grass, hit the barrier, hit the other barrier. And the guy ahead, I don't know if he was forced onto the grass or not. But I wasn't too worried about catching this guy, because if you see, he's got that purple 4. He's the fastest driver. He has the fastest lap so far. So I knew really if I can sort of keep within sort of eyesight range, I'd probably be alright. So that was the goal. Just sort of try and stick with this guy, because we're building a nice gap to the car behind. Again, that entry curb through there is pretty grim, and actually through here, I'm not really sure where to brake or where to accelerate, or if it's a coast. Again, it's a tricky circuit. This Oulton Park is a tricky one. It's kind of guessing. We have overcooked it. We're just about going to keep it out of the barriers. But this is obviously giving the guys behind a massive catch up. Yeah, we were about 3.5 seconds up on them, and then that time's going to come right down to about 1.7, I think, as we adjust the delta sort of time. Yeah, 1.7 is the gap. So now I'm thinking, right, let's just see if this guy is quicker than us, and sort of if we need to up the pace. He did drop to 1.6, and I started to worry that he was sort of a bit quicker than me. But then, you know, again, 6 temps out of there, or 3 temps out of there. This is the same lap as well, and we're now 3.6 up, 3.5 up. So I just need to basically maintain this. P27 has boxed. Some sort of incident happened there, or he had a bit of damage. Yeah, 2 temps up then, almost through T1. And we got a 3.2 gap to the car behind, and car in front at 5.5. But you know, those guys are, yeah, proper quick. Our last lap was a 1:36.0. Our best lap so far is a 1:35.7. So we need to sort of do low 36s, high 35s. I think is a good range to keep P5. But yeah, 4.3 now on the car behind. So you know we're chilling. We're absolutely chilling. It's 19 minutes to go, or 19 minutes 24 seconds to go, and yeah, looking like a P5 or a potential P5. Just got to keep it clean and keep it smooth. Little little wiggle through there. Car got a bit loose. Someone there in the chat calling the 720 driver a prick, apparently, which is you shouldn't call people names really. You know, we're all here to learn, so there's no use calling someone a prick. But there we are. 1.5 temps up then. Losing time to the guy in front in sector 2. This is the start of lap 8 now, so just kind of skipped the lap. Like I've kind of in no man's land really. Yeah, the guy behind ain't catch. He's doing 1:37.4 was his last lap, and my last lap was a 1:36.2. So we are, you know, a fair bit quicker. So yeah, I don't know. I am very frustrated with myself, as you will see coming now. So we're actually 1.5 seconds down on our best, and this really annoyed me. I thought this is not good enough. This is really not good enough. I've gone super deep, super heavy on the curbs, lost the rear straight into the barrier. As we will see another replay, slow-mo. Super heavy on the entry curb. Got a bit of a wiggle on before I've even got to the exit curb, and yeah, just I think I might have put a wheel on the grass. I thought the car was drivable until I realised that, yeah, it just wasn't, and I had 3 laps to box, so I knew I was, yeah, words were coming out my mouth, and I was not a happy chap. So yeah, we've come into box now. It's a pretty long box, 1:30, I think it was, or 1:28, something like that, for box time. But yeah, so we've just thrown away P5 basically, just because I tried to push when I didn't need to. Had a gap, should have just kept that gap, but no, it's not how. It's just not how it went for me, I'm afraid. Next time we'll well, you know, we make these mistakes to learn. But then yeah, so blue flag now. I'm thinking, nope, I'm quicker than this guy, and in the nicest way, I was quicker. So the blue flag, I don't think it appeared again for this guy, or for me, for that guy. Just updating the traction control and ABS, lowering it a little bit. Someone actually got rid of that, my braking marker, which is the yellow thing, so I actually went wide here. Just a little bit, not too bad, but yeah, as you can probably guess at this point, I wasn't giving up. I was always going to try and finish the race, because you know that's just experience to gain, basically. You know, a situation might happen, and that'll be something I might need to learn from. So that's our second warning for track limits now. So one more and there's a penalty. I think no penalties isn't too bad. Yeah, lap 12 then, 8 minutes 22 to go. Can I just say I made that mistake about halfway through the race. Had an absolute shocker. Honestly, it stings talking about it now. But these things happen, and you know, I didn't actually have too much practice on high fuel runs in sort of track race conditions. So that'll be why. So now I know what I need to improve on and really get some laps in for for next Thursday. We are catching the car ahead just about. So effectively we are catching P9. But obviously we're a lap down, so what does it matter? So I have sped this up just because there has been quite a few cuts and stuff. I'm kind of new to editing in this sort of fashion. So if there's any, anything to say, just whack it in the comments. And any ideas or whatever. But yeah, P21 right now. We've got P20 that's 2.1 ahead currently. So let's see. Like, it's not the race is over, but let's just try and do as best as we can. This guy's indicating to sort of pass right, and I was thinking that was for me. So it wasn't. I stupidly try and move up here, which was just never gonna work. Luckily, I think I came off a bit worse than he did. But this guy's slowing me right down now. He's still indicating right, and I'm like, does that mean I can pass right? I don't think it did, but I definitely sent one up here, which is probably my nicest overtake of the race. Nice little up the inside move. I was quite happy with that, but that move shouldn't have happened in the first place. If I hadn't made that stupid mistake. Back to fast forwarding. What's our best lap? It's a 1:35.5, so we had improved, and we are still in the green. Just about. Oh, dancing on the green delta. So yeah, now we're catching P. I think this is P. Is it P8 and P9? The Aston have made a mistake. This guy's actually a lap car, I believe. I think he's P23, is it? I'm not too sure. So he was blue flagged. So I've gone to sort of stay in his drag. Didn't realise what he was doing, and then I've gone into the back of him. He did actually apologise for braking, which is it's all good. It's if he's watching this, no problem, mate. It's all right. These things happen. A little bit of miscommunication, that is all. Don't worry about it. It's not like you ruined my race. To be fair, I did that myself. But yeah, so now we got is it P, or is it P8 P7? P8 P7 up ahead. And again, we are quicker than these guys. But what does it matter? We're a lap down. Just I guess hang back with them. And yeah, just basically try and finish the race the best we can. So yeah, now we're cutting to the lap 16, and this is where the recording kind of cut short. I ran out of disk space. It won't happen again, just purely because I have relocated where my video is saved now. But there is just this corner, basically, or not this one, the next one, where an incident happened. Yep, there we go. Which I'm just gonna pause it real quick. I would like to formally apologise to these two guys. They were having a good race, good battle, and I was a lap down. I had no right to even challenge for that. I don't think I had the intentions of challenging. I just think I just completely missed my braking zone. Got two guys ahead. I thought, well, two guys ahead, obviously the car in front is going to be braking, and then the guy behind is going to be braking a little bit earlier to not bump into him, and I've just completely missed that, and as you can see, done the double damage, the collateral damage. Yeah, the Aston kind of got away with it, not really, but to that driver, or both of these drivers, I very much apologise. Yeah, that was completely my fault. Missed my braking. To be honest, I shouldn't have even been challenging it. So now I'm blue flagged, so I feel awful. So I'm making sure to stay right out of the way of these guys. Half on the grass, half not. But yeah, I think that was it. I think I ran out of space, and so here is the current standings. There's my name at the very bottom. P25, 24 points, one race. Obviously, some of these guys have done 2 races, but even still, it's fine. Yeah, one race and last, 1 point behind 24. But I'm hoping to be. I think top 15 is a good place to try and be. So that is the goal. Um, yeah, let's just see if we can do it or not. But yeah, that has been my first ever league race, my first experience. We got Donington next Thursday, so I'm gonna put in some good practice for that. And what I've learned here is just consistency, man. Just need to just not push it, and if you can build a gap to the car behind nicely, do that. You don't. I wasn't catching the guys ahead, so yeah, it really hurt that mistake. I should have been probably top 15 now, to be honest, but it wasn't meant to be. But yeah, no, congrats to everyone that raced. Well, I think everyone did a pretty decent job. Um, we're all amateurs, like I say. This is the amateur racing league, so I think it was mixed with some pros. Well, what they call the pro league, or so the better drivers compared to us amateurs. So I will take P5, or the fact that I could hold P5 is a small win. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching, and yeah, have a good one. See you later. Donington next week. Let's have it.